Alright, Ka Halayullah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. A double understar apostles, a great millstone, rule well, teach well. A peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Alright.
Go ahead. This lesson's going to how truth is, it's not withheld or upheld in this society, man. And this society, we talking about America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, and also just all across the world. Because you got Esau, the so-called Caucasians today, or the biblical Edomites, they controlling everything. And his blessing was pretty much was the sword and to be deceptive. So by him being control of the earth, that's the vibration he's gonna push out on the whole four corners of the earth as he controls, which is just deceptions, falsehoods, and lies. So if you come out with the truth nowadays, by the ultimate truth is coming out to our people who they really are according to the scriptures. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all composed of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the ultimate truth, coming back into your heritage as Israelites. Coming back into your true power, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And knowing who your enemies are. That's the ultimate truth. But when you just come out with truth about the healthcare industry, just breaking out things what's going on in the music industry, you become a target. That's why this lesson is called that truth is not held in this society. So we're gonna get Hosea 4:1.
Yeah, this is Hosea 4:1. It states, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Oh, Salaki. Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land.
Yeah, and it says the children of Israel. I listed that earlier. I said that previously. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans. You are the children of Israel. It says controversy, so it means like you have a strife. The Most High has a strife or a quarrel or a case with the inhabitants of the land. That's going to these higher ups, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, the elites of this society. And just to prove that, get Psalm 50 and 16.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you got it, bro? Yeah,
Yeah, Isaiah 24:5.
Psalms 50 and 16. And it says, but unto the wicked the Most High said.
Yeah, the wicked is talking about the Edomites, so-called Caucasians today. They are known as the wicked according to the scriptures.
What has that to do to declare my statutes?
Yep. So that's Most High asking pretty much like a rhetorical question, because Esau tried to uphold the Bible in his hand as this is the law of the land, but he doesn't go by any of the words of the Heavenly Father. He swear in his court system on the Bible, but he doesn't uphold none of the laws that's mentioned in the scriptures. Go ahead, bro.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
Yep, and that's what he does, man. Talking about, this is a country that, God, America loves God, but they don't follow none of the laws of the Heavenly Father, man. It's okay to be a homosexual in this land. They have a organization called MEMLA, Man and Boy Lover Association. So it's okay for a grown man to get a child as his partner. That's upheld in this land right here. But how can you say that when the Most High, with his words of the Holy Bible, he's against this system? Everything that this system upholds and promotes, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, he's totally against it. Okay?
Isaiah 21.
Solo dolo.
Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And that haughty goes into the pride, man. Because this whole system is languishing away, man. You have disease running rampant. Because one thing about the healthcare, that's big business for Esau, man. He makes more money on people being sick, man.
Right.
And this small elite 1 percentile, and their underlings up under them, these big corporations, they make a killing, all right, off killing, a slow kill, man, on the masses, man.
That's right.
You see, so the earth is languishing, man. People, they do things to make you fatigued, then charge you for energy, man. all the different energy supplements and different things, man. And everything we need, all right, comes from nature, man. The Lord has already placed everything that we need upon planet Earth, man, for energy, for health,
Mhm.
to relax,
Yeah.
pain reliever,
Yeah.
you know, even libido,
Mhm.
all right, testosterone, man.
Your
All,
mind.
yeah, your mind clarity,
Mhm.
you know. But Esau had just ruined everything and has replaced the natural way with chemicals, man. The earth is languishing because of that, man.
That's right.
That's right. And why would you want to be here?
Yeah.
You know, and call this life. You know, after everything we've been through, you know, even for you people that are halfway asleep, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the truth, that's why I stay you're halfway asleep. Why do you still want to be here? You know, because this is not life. All right. Anytime you have to take insulin for diabetes, or you know, knowing that you're going to church and you're not getting the truth, why would you want to be here?
Yeah.
It has to be a better way, man. And so Esau deception doesn't only consist of the pharmaceutical industry, like the brother just beautifully broke down.
Yep.
What about everything else we've been taught? Everything, history, his stories,
Science.
science, his knowledge, because science means to know,
Yep.
so it's his knowledge. All right?
Okay.
Hey, was you finished with that,
You
bro?
want to keep going?
Yeah, it's some more there? It's some more
Yeah, I
there?
started at 5.
Okay.
It said the earth also was defiled under the habitation thereof, because they had transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yep. So he changed the land of the law, the law of the land. By not keeping the land Sabbath. He just continued to just keep working the soil over and over again, not letting it rest. So it's pretty much like the soil just giving up. This earth is giving up because it's in management of Esau, man. Everything that he does is a total vibration of wickedness,
Yeah.
man.
I got 2 precepts for you. This is Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
Yep.
And he spoke great things, all right, by first of all, blasphemy of the Most High and His Son, through the iconoclasm.
That's right, bro.
They're speaking great things, and then through his legislation, man.
That's right.
Everything that the Lord says not to do in the Bible, he makes a law, man.
Right.
He's pro, all right.
Because according to the scriptures, a spring just came in when the Passover like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But according to Esau's doctrine and things of that nature, it began in maybe a month or so ago. And then it talks about laws. What laws has he broken? The laws coming from the scriptures. You promote homosexuality. You promote bestiality. All right. You promote tattoos and adultery and so on and so forth, man. Anything that is right and upheld in the scriptures, you disannul that with your bullshit.
Them great words against the Most High.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All that's contrary to what the Most High say, so you gonna catch it, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Then when it's daylight savings time, he'll just do that just for his own greed, just to have the workers pretty much work more in the daytime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To bring in more income.
And to promote sun worship.
Yeah.
You know, all right. And they shall be given into his hand until a time in times and the dividing of times, and that's 350 years, man. All right, I got one more, and this is Revelation 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out,
Yep.
that old serpent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that great dragon is going back to the pagan Rome Empire. Okay, and the reason why it's called the old serpent was because it's talking about Esau when he was in the garden. All right, and part of that, or part of his characteristic, is the art of deception. All right.
You look at the word serpent, it goes to like a cunning man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
also in that show Spartacus, it lets you know it's talking about the Roman Empire, because when Spartacus' wife was talking to him, she was like that red serpent is coming.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? And,
She showed it.
Yeah, and that was actually referring to these Edomites.
That's
man.
right.
The Roman Empire.
The
Roman
Roman,
Empire.
the Roman Empire, called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world.
Yeah.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And let's talk about his military might, okay, when Yahushua comes back. But I want to get that term deceived in the Greek, and it's pronounced as, well, actually, it's Strong's G 4105, pronounced as
Strong
So it's planao, and just get to the point, to lead away from the truth, to lead into error, to deceive. And this white man has done it. This so-called white man has done this beginning with the Renaissance.
Yeah.
Okay?
Come. Alright, somebody get Proverbs 28. You got it, bro.
This Isaiah 59:15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh Shemashah saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. And it's going into what we were saying before the lesson, how when you speak any type of truth, you know, within this society, you know, you become a target and a prey, man. You know, and the difference between the men of the Lord and the people that are outside of this, we have put our trust in Yahweh Shemashah, and we have a hedge, man.
That's right.
You know, but when you speak the truth and you ain't got no hedge, you easy work for Esau, man.
Yeah.
You see, so but the point is, when you speak any truth, all right, you make yourself a prey, man, because Esau has created a world full of zombies, man, especially here in America, man.
Right.
So when you snap out of it, you know, when you go against the grain, all right, you become ridiculed and persecuted, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Because he follows the formality of the Most High. All right, because if we break the oath, you know, if we take our hands off the plow, what's going to happen? We're going to die. So Esau does the same thing. When them niggas take that oath, you know, and basically when they, you know, because Jacob has a conscience, true indeed, and when they try to undo their wrongs by giving you truth, then hey, Esau's like, look, niggas stop, or you going to, you know? The only truth is actually, man, is coming from beginning with a great millstone with the apostles and the sincere elders and the Akim, man, throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All right, and like the brother saying, Jake and the world can't do what we're doing. You know, a lot of them probably watch the videos and see prophets, see us outside doing our thing by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Oshah. But just like y'all stated, hey, that spiritual hedge is not around them. You can't do what we do because we can't do what we do.
Can't serve the Most High Amendment, man.
That's right.
Most of these guys, they linked up with Esau, man. We not linked up with Esau, man. Only thing we do work regular 9-to-5 jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and this is a quote from a guy named Maximilian Robespierre, and he said, "The secret of freedom lies in educating people, whereas the secret of tyranny is in keeping them ignorant."
Keeping them ignorant. Yeah. It's a very docile society, man. The average people. You know, you can go to a bar tonight and just ask simple questions, man. You know, they wouldn't know it, man. Right. You see? Yeah. They wouldn't know anything, man, if you just ask them common things, man. You know, like where is the country of Libya? What continent is that in, man? They wouldn't know, man.
Or recall for cell phone numbers.
Yeah.
We've been done that.
Yeah. You know? That's a good one. This is a very docile country. You can ask them what's the FRN though. You know, and they can have a pocket full of them, and they don't even know what it is, man.
Right,
you know, they don't know it means Federal Reserve notes,
right.
man.
Right.
You know, you can ask them what's the world currency. They wouldn't know, man.
That's right.
You know, all they know is entertainment, all right, and filing, man. You know, but they can tell you everything about Cardi B.
Yeah.
You know, everything about the Migos, some shit like that.
Cowboys, the 49ers, the Warriors.
Shit.
Right.
That's their world. That's their matrix.
That's right. But then when we ask or request the stats of Yahweh Yahushua, you can't tell us they're black men. You can't tell us that they have beards with gray hair. With gray hair, you can't tell us their names. You know, so on and so forth, man.
And you notice about these American zombies, like when you just see them in public, they phones just be in their gadgets. You know what I'm saying? They eyes be in their phone gadgets the whole time. Like, they don't be paying attention. Like if they walking into somebody, man, or you be at a red light, it's time for the light turn green. They just stay there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's zombified, man.
Yeah.
Cause that's all the, you know. Of course, we under the same vibration with the chemtrails, you know, all the pollutants here. But it's a different spirit on us, man. You know, because with these zombies, man, what's going on around the world, man. So that's why this guy's saying right here, how this system, this tyranny, when that tyranny goes into unjust government, man, how they promote something like by educating lies, starting from a young age up. As soon as they get you groomed in these school systems, you learn more about Esau. You supposed to be learning about your own people as well, man.
Right. See, they take away your confidence. You know, because once you become an Israelite, you understand. I'm a priest in righteousness, and then therefore, you know, that inner man is gonna grow. But when you're basically learning about your oppressor, they're teaching you need to be more like us.
That's how we all know the
Yeah.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
We all know that shit. And we know what the fuck they were doing to us. You know what I'm saying though?
Motherfuckers had doing an oath.
Yeah, we ain't know, and that's just a small little shit that we, you know what I'm saying, after we done grew up and found out the truth, that we like, man, they fucked us on them. What other shit they had, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Dang.
that's right.
Alright, bro, need to get that Proverbs 28.
Alright.
There's another way how Esau, how he keeps people ignorant.
This Proverbs 28:8. He that by usury and unjust gain increase his substance.
Yep. And you know, you look into the word usury goes into, you know, the legal action or practice of lending money at unreasonably high rates of interest, man. And you see how Esau with his insurance rates and stuff like that. That's usury, man. You're supposed to do that to the people, man.
You know, another form of usury, I guess this is classified as extortion. You know, Esau hires people through temp agencies, right? And with a temp agency, you know, you probably get paid a few dollars less. So you know, if you're supposed to make $15 an hour, you're probably making $9 an hour through a temp agency. So Esau, what he does is he prolongs the time that you're a temp worker. So like these different jobs, these different plants, they hire Jake through temp agencies, but you'll be a temp worker for 11 months, a year, $9 an hour, and they're extorting you
benefits. Yeah.
with no benefits, man.
And they making the other $4 too.
Yep.
The job actually was $15 an hour. They gave you 9 and they kept the 4 and kept you on for 11 months and made so much money off of you, just use you.
Yeah. But look how they double up though. Cause now you can get me and the elder in there for like $9 a piece. So okay, what, $15? So if Sky try to get the job, it's $15, but you got me and the elder in there for like $18.
Yeah.
So basically, you doing a 2-man job with less money.
You basically got a 2 for 1.
2
Damn
for
near.
1.
Damn near 2 for 1.
And then, like I say, the benefits. You know, when you add in the benefits, like the benefits pay like 30%. You know, of your salary. You know, so if they ain't got to pay this man no benefits and just that straight $9, because like if you make 15, you know, with the benefits, you know, you make a little more, you know, but see, Esau, with the temp staff, he gonna prolong it out because he ain't gotta pay no benefits, man. You know? Everything is set up in deception, man.
That's right.
This whole system is just a web of deception. Everything a fraud. You spend more time trying to figure the fraud out than actually just doing straight up business, man. You all trying to figure out like, okay, now what's the loophole to this shit? What this nigga up to?
No, they get no.
That's the vibration of Esau.
Yeah.
We in every way possible, we try to figure out what's in the ingredients that we can't eat. Why they're speaking so fast in that commercial? Right, what's the fine print to this thing Esau's trying to offer me, man? I had a precept as well.
Okay. And just another point, brother.
Okay,
Like with the central banks, you know, going back to their usury, that's how they overcome another nation, man. Cause they know that nation can't pay that type of loan. So that's how they fuck over every country like that, man. With these central banks.
It's like if I'm a billionaire and I come to you and you just a working man, I say, look, I'm gonna give you $1 million. You know, you pay me 15% interest. You'll never see $1 million at one time. So every check you gonna have to give me something, and you gonna die with that debt. So guess what? It's gonna transfer to your kids, and they gonna have that debt, but their interest steady growing.
Right.
So now I done made you a perpetual slave. That's what Esau does with nations, man.
And can I harp on that? And while they doing that, they utilize the government. Because they know that automatically they're going to get their money from the government because the government is going to enslave their people.
That's right.
Man, this motherfucker ain't shit, man.
Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
The gross darkness rise upon the people. 2/3 of the nation of Israel and these other nations. We said what the latter part say?
Oh, so
But the light shall rise upon thee. You know, it's talking about the true understanding knowledge of Yahweh Bashar Shah. That's gonna be bestowed upon the elect of the nation of Israel. You know.
because the whole world was under the vibration of Esau at one point, man. You know, McDonald's in Asia, all right? Saudi Arabia, basically westernization. Yeah, Caesar Borgia, all right? Crispus Rapis, however you want to put it. They were all under that so-called white supremacy, self-proclaimed white supremacy vibration, man. All right, but the Most High is putting out a different vibration by way of the internet, man.
Right, and you can liken that light to if you got a candle in a darkened room, man. That candle gonna bring light to that room, bro. That small ass candle, one candle will light up the entire room, bro.
That's referring to the elect, man.
Mm-hmm.
And just going back to what the brothers were going into about the how we was bringing out about the tyranny, that means unjust government. And it said, did you know, going into the birth certificate, it said when you are born, your parents register you with the government as a corporation by receiving and signing a birth certificate.
That's why your name is in all caps.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, if you want to beat them, you can go to court and say, hey, my name is James Brown in all caps. I don't know him. That's a straw man. You know what I'm saying?
And it says, in a few years, your corporation will receive a taxpayer ID number called a social security number.
Right.
This is so you can be
Now,
used.
according to what's his name, Colin Powell, he stated that a social security number is there to track, monitor, and capture you, bro.
It said this is so you can be used as a collateral for the government to acquire debt. So that's when you go into what's that website, usdebt.org.
Mhm.
You know, you see how every taxpayer, how they just accumulating debt over the years, man.
Mhm.
So you be born in this society, you already owe the elites. And it says, this is so you can be used as collateral for the government to acquire debt. That's right, you and your labor, time, and energy is what backs up the national debt. You are stock.
Right,
You know?
Hey, going back to the stock market, man, they had slaves, had the stock, and the beginning of capitalism was labor.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of capitalism was free labor, man.
Right.
Labor going back to Great Britain. I think they had Jake out there in Great Britain. They brought that labor over here to America. That's the beginning of capitalism.
Yeah.
Because what's the other word? Merchant? No, it's another one. One is when you sell merchandise for money, but the other one is when you sell labor for money. And capitalism is when you sell labor for money, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the essence of America. You exchanging labor for so-called money.
That's right. And they use the law, the law of the sea. You know what I'm saying, in those hospitals. You know, because they're saying basically like your mama brought forth you through her waters, man. So it's called they actually use the maritime laws, things of that nature, bro. Yeah. So really, your mama is the ship. You are the product. So basically, that's why they use the maritime laws, because you was brought forth through her waters. You know, and on the back, your mama is listed as what on the birth certificate or on that birth certificate as an informant. So you're informing the hospital that, look, I brought in this person, a potential slave.
Yeah, she's our mother's pretty much signed us over to the elites, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how you want. That's crazy. Alright, you got something, Tyler? Man, you having a cool too. You went, bro. Y'all got something? Yep, so that's through the spirit of how about y'all shot. That's what we doing, man. Hey, we stand up against something. Cause how it says, you know, truth is not upheld in the society. So once you bring out an inkling of truth, you already considered as a target in the society. So how much more us on a spiritual standpoint, man? How we bringing out who Esau really is according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So if you like, just for example, that the rapper who just passed, Nipsey Hussle, if he getting murked for something like that, how much more us bringing out who Esau is according to the scriptures?
Yeah.
It's something Esau has been hiding for ages, and now it's being brought out to the light, and we all over the news and the internet, you know, nowadays. So that's gonna be, we pretty much like enemies of Rome now,
Right.
you know.
So that's how you know it's divine intervention, because
Yeah.
you know, bringing the type of information that
Yeah.
we're bringing out, beginning with the apostles and the elders, they haven't made their move. Why? Because the Most High has not sanctioned it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
The
saying?
elect still waking up, you know.
Because at least know, you know, they have a understanding. All right, them guys serious like they, yeah, them his men. I can't just deal with them, you know, like I deal with these men. You know, that's on the outside. That's why, you know, it don't pay to walk the fence, man. You know, either come into this thing, you know, or just be a nigga, man.
That's
You know,
right.
but when you try to do both, it's really like you trying to be a double agent. You know, you really trying to be a double agent.
Yeah.
And what happened when you're a double agent?
That's
You
right.
get killed by both sides, man. You know, and that's what you do when you try to pity pat.
Yeah.
You know, try sprinkle a little truth and be a nigga on too.
Mhm.
You can't do that,
Can't
man.
do it, bro.
Now you an enemy to both sides, man. Can't nobody trust you, man.
You lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gates, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Hey, they hate him, man, because you've been, like the brothers been breaking down. Esau's already gave you a program of reality. He already gave you a software program of what he wants you to perceive reality as.
Mhm.
And that's Cardi B, that's the Golden State Warriors, that's what you're gonna eat in the next couple hours. All right, what new shoe is coming out? That's your reality. So we come out with truth. All right, that's not consistent with Caesar Borgia.
Mhm.
All right, that's not consistent with what his mother taught him and what Esau taught him. Man.
Mhm.
All right, so truth is not upheld in this society. By the time you get the truth, you're gonna reject it.
Mhm. That's right. Hey, can I bring a link one out, the brother? Hey,
All
Isaiah.
right, this Isaiah 13 and 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right. So that's what we're doing. Just to harp on what the elder had brought out. Because you go into that term nobles, it means high ones. Talking about these fucking elite bankers, so on and so forth. And then they abhor him. What does that mean? They avoid us, man. In the gates, where are the gates at? On the highways and the byways. In the agora, the place of the marketplace.
Good.
And
And the internet, yeah, and the internet also.
In the internet, come, bro. You're right.
And
You're
the
right.
banner
Internet.
represents the scriptures, man. That's what we bringing up, man.
That's right.
We say, you know, we waving that banner, man. We letting the nations know who they are, what's their future judgment. You know, we letting our people know who the one to get right with the Most High and Yahweh Shai, what's their judgment. You know, we bringing out the banner, we bringing out the whole roll, man, as it says.
Go to Sirach.
You ever get Habakkuk 2 and 1.
Alright. This Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Yep.
And I will watch and see. And what will he say to me? And I shall answer when I am proved. Verse 2.
And let's link it back up with the brother just mentioned about going to the banner. Was it Isaiah 13?
Mhm.
You know,
13:2.
yeah, 13:2. You know, we standing up for something right, man. You know, and I just be reading Jake's comments just with this rapper who just passed. How, you know, Jake was saying, man, y'all better be careful, you know, saying shit like that. Like, Jake don't want to stand up for nothing, man. You know this society is wrong. You know what they promoting is wrong, but you scared to stand up for something.
You best be quiet.
Yeah,
man.
you better be quiet. You know what I'm saying? That type of spirit, man.
You saw that on the slave movie,
Yeah.
especially with the new Kunther.
Mm-hmm.
When he was coming in, he was like, "Damn, all us,
Right.
and you still ain't attacking these motherfuckers,
Right.
man."
Why they won't run?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He ain't got chains on. He
Right.
don't understand this shit because he was a different kind of he's a different kind of person, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
And see, the Most High allowed them to be controlled. You know what I'm saying, by Esau with the mind.
Right.
You control the mind. You put that like we in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Al fear the Most High, right? So that's why we do things correctly to the best of our abilities, with and without the brothers. So it's the same thing back then. Esau was able to instill fear in our people, man. You know what I'm saying? Through this bullshit deception as well, man.
Yeah, that's right. And the character of Leonardo DiCaprio on Django, he brought that out at the table. You know what I'm saying? He never understood how all these field of slaves and just like one man out there, why they never did attack him when they had the chance to.
Mm-hmm.
But now those physical chains are off our people now. You more like a mental slave now. That's why you see Jay gonna come here, boy, like, man, you better be careful saying shit like that.
That's why the average Edomite doesn't have to worry about Jake putting his foot up his behind, man. Jake control and kill each other.
Yeah.
You get more animosity and anger when you see another Jake, but when you see Esau, you don't feel nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like the brothers, like the preacher said, man, Esau has control. He's controlling your mind now, man.
Mm-hmm. And then Esau has that hedge around him too.
And that's the best thing right there, control that mind first,
That's right.
you know. All right, so yeah, read that again, brother. Habakkuk.
So verse 1. I just Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower, and I will watch to see what will he say to me,
Yep.
and I will answer when I am approved.
Yeah, and that's us ultimately standing up by going out there on the highways and byways, like Apostle Barridge brought out. that's the ultimate sacrifice of being in the truth, man. You going out there on the highways and the byways, you proclaiming the names of Yahweh Basham Shah in front of everybody. You know, you standing up for something. And also, in the midst of that, you going against the grain. You going against this system, America. So you becoming even more of a target, man. That's why we put our lives as a living sacrifice. Because we know we're going to get something much more greater than this. You know? So that's, the prophets, we stand up for something, man. Lord willing, that's us.
Yeah.
But what the rest of our people are doing? You scared, you behind your computers, you talking noise, you scoffing at us. But we stand up for something that we believe in.
Yeah, that's why it's going to be such a great separation with the elect and the regular Israelites, you know what I'm saying, like in the kingdom of heaven. Because basically, you know, we, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai, we stay kingdom minded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see the glory of LeBron James or deceased Nipsey Hussle, so on and so forth. So only imagine the Most High's men in righteousness, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you trying your best to do something right in society, just breed nothing but wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Most High, He's gonna reward us for that. You know. All right, it's a rock.
Alright, this is Rock 2 and 12. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and the faint hands and the sinner that goeth two ways.
Yep. So those of our people, man, who scared to stand up for this. You know, you see the brothers out there on the highways and byways, you scared to, don't drive by Israelites, just blow the horn and keep on going. But you scared to come out there and, fellowship with us, try to learn more about your heritage. The Most High said, woe to you, man, so death to you. But, on the other hand, with his elect, hey, they stand up for something right in a society that breeds nothing but hatred and wickedness, man.
Right.
All right. You get a second now?
Got some else, bro?
Yeah, that was my last one.
Okay, I got it. This is Psalm 144:7. It says, send thy hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children. And the strange children are the Edomites, man. Those wicked waters, man. And it said, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. So Esau's, his righteousness is falsehood, man.
That's right.
He does everything based in falsehood and deception, man. But the psalmist is asking the Lord to rid him, of these wicked people, man. And that's the spirit that we should be in, man. And exalting Yahweh Shai. But that's a lot of things people don't do, man. You try to revolt and you do it outside of the order of Yahweh Shai, man, you subject to anything, man.
Like Esau, he paints a narrative on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you read up about like all these different games when they originally started out, they were pretty much like together.
Right.
Here come Esau with his manipulation, and you got the divide and conquer situation going on now.
Because Esau was already dividing countries prior to the gang, so it wasn't that much of a challenge to divide and conquer a gang.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They took $300 to infiltrate the damn Black Panther. That was it. And so we're more name, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I got one more quick one. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Yep. They're going to these doctors, man. These Edomites. You look at the word doctor, it goes into falsify, man. The Most High, He deals with physicians, man, actual physicians. Bringing out the true essence of His herbs. That's why Esau, with his different medications, you will see it have all these different type of names you can't even agree on the ingredients, but they have an active ingredient of a herb. You know what I'm saying? It shows you the manipulation of Esau, man. All right, get that, bro.
The second is
Yes, 7.
7 and 44. It says, intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown. And truth is sprung up.
Yep, and we seeing that now, man. In these last days, you see brothers waking up to who they are. You see brothers coming in a spirit of conduct, displaying integrity. You know what I'm saying? Showing respect toward one another. And this wasn't. This never happened years ago. We see that more and more now. So because this is Yahweh Basham Shai, He's getting this elect together, and those are the men who are displaying that type of vibration out now. You see balance amongst brothers and stuff like that. You can be in a camp right here in Mississippi and go to another camp across the states, and it's the same type of vibration, man.
Yeah.
And that's something that divine intervention, like you mentioned, bro.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hey, can I add? You just said the doctor means to falsify. I just looked up physician. It goes back to physics, which goes back to nature.
Man,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
heavy. Come on.
Yep.
Y'all got anything? Oh, shit.
Ask you.
So yeah, that's the point is, man, you know, truth is not held in society. If you do bring out truth, you become a target. You know what I'm saying? That's where y'all by Sean Shai, you know what I'm saying? He put the spirit on us. Hey, you know, just continue to bring out the truth, man. The more we bring this society down, they and step closer to Yahweh Shai coming back. You know? So with that, like, give all honor and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Hey, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Akim. Shalom.
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 There you go, Akim.